This is Ford Maverick XLT 1 year later. After 1 year of ownership, I continue to be extremely happy with my Maverick. Many years ago when I started driving, my first vehicle was a Ford pickup. It feels like things have come full circle. My first truck was my favorite vehicle until my Maverick came along. Before we get into why I think the Maverick is the perfect truck after 1 year, I'm going to first discuss a point that will matter to others and may affect its ranking for you. In my opinion, the number one factor that will decide if the Maverick is perfect for you is how much weight do you need to tow. While the Maverick is perfectly capable of towing the grumpy old man boat, small travel trailers like popular tent trailers, and U-Hauls like you'll use to move your kid to the dorm, stock trailers, car haulers, and other medium to large trailers I'd say are a no-go, at least in my book. Everyone I know who still has a larger truck tells me every time we go for a ride in the Maverick how nice of a truck it is, and if they didn't need to pull a big stock trailer or camper, they'd have already traded in their larger truck. If you don't need to pull a trailer and you want a truck, the Maverick just might be the perfect truck on the market. The two biggest attributes of the Maverick line are versatility and price. Between hybrid models, fleet models, family models, and off-road models, the Maverick line has something to offer almost every truck buyer. Contrary to what Reddit may tell you, there are places where the entry-level Mavericks can be found at or below MSRP. Compared to the full-size trucks that today are priced more like luxury Cadillacs than working man's trucks, the Maverick is much more affordable for your average consumer today. It is also a great example of trucks getting back to being what they were built to be, trucks. I have no idea why the light truck market is the one that seems to be returning to its roots, but I'm glad it is. The version of the Maverick we will be discussing in today's video is the FTX version, which I consider to be a middle-of-the-road version as far as options go. There are models that are a little more Spartan in their setup, and others that are more what we'll call luxurious. The Maverick is the perfect truck for those who need to get around the urban environment, but also want to get out and experience nature. The truck is extremely easy to drive in all 4 seasons. When you live somewhere where weather changes in the blink of an eye, and you can go from t-shirt weather on the drive out to blizzard conditions on the drive home, having a capable vehicle you trust in is important. Between handling unpredictable conditions with ease and easily handling the aftermath of storms that left, say, 2 feet of snow and negative 20+ degree temperatures to contend with, the Maverick has grown into a truck that I have a high degree of confidence in. If I drive safely and carefully, I can trust it to do its part and get me and my family home safely. Compared to larger trucks like the F-150, the Maverick is much easier to drive around narrow streets and parking garages you will find in some urban environments. In the parking garages and lands of narrow parking spots, it is much easier to park my Maverick compared to when I've had to park a much larger truck in similar situations. As a work truck, the Maverick is an excellent option. I consider mine a farm truck, and it is more than up to the task. I often take the Maverick out to check out the fields and pastures on the farm. Some people will take their Mavericks into much more demanding conditions where they need to use 4-wheel drive, but I don't live somewhere where that would matter much. With my front-wheel drive Maverick, I'm able to go everywhere I need to go in all the conditions I might face. When it comes to performance on the road, the Maverick is one that holds its own well. In the summertime, I average approximately 27 miles per gallon. In the winter, that drops to 26. I drop that up to the differences between the summer and winter gas here, but in all 4 seasons, the Maverick is a vehicle you have to rein in more than encourage it. I've had cars in my day where you couldn't put the pedal far enough through the floor to get the power you wanted, but in the Maverick's case, there has never been a time where that pedal is down and I'm turning off the AC and radio while calling to Scotty demanding more power. I almost never get the opportunity to do the punch it short legs, where we give the Maverick some gas and let it pretend it's a rocket. But when we do, it's always had more than enough power to answer the call with room left on that pedal to spare.
We're gonna punch it, short legs.
In addition to being a very budget-friendly work truck, the Maverick is also a very capable family vehicle. power ports for smart devices and cup holders for beverages, the backseat is much more family friendly than light trucks of old. No longer do you need to spend luxury truck money to get a truck you can seat your entire family in. With a nice truck bed, you have plenty of room to throw your gear in. It makes for a perfect truck for weekend activities like baseball or softball tournaments. It's got the power to get you from point A to B, the space to hold all your gear, and is easy enough to park that you can probably nab that prized parking spot at the fields and safely fit inside the lines. Another mentionable on the Maverick is the fit system. In some areas, like under the seat storage dividers, I don't find any use. However, I do find the ability to swap that cup holder for a storage bucket attached to my center console to be very convenient. That storage bucket is a nice convenient spot to toss my hearing protection for when I need quick access to it later, for example. The last point in the Maverick's favor is that it is Corgi approved. Fred loves going for a ride along in the truck and getting in some face in the breeze time. It's not uncommon for us to hear, "Oh my God, that is the Corgi of trucks, how perfect." In conclusion to today's video, the Ford Maverick just might be the perfect truck. It is in the Goldilocks zone of size, features, versatility, and affordability. It is a great work truck, family truck, and fun truck. There are many different models to suit many different needs, selling at many different price points, but no matter which one you are at, you drive off feeling happy.